everyone, welcome to Shaping Memories. So this activity is to learn about sunflowers, the history of sunflowers, a few fun facts about sunflowers. It is the flower of the season, definitely. There are sunflower fields right now. Everything has something to do with the sunflower right now. So there's nothing more fall than sunflowers. So I'm going to share the things that we've learned about them. But first I have a quote from Helen Keller, and Helen Keller's quote was, "Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadow. It's what sunflowers do." And that's by Helen Keller. So many people do believe that sunflowers follow the sun, like they move. People believe that when people planted them, that a sunflower always turns its head towards the sun. It was believed for many, many years, but that's not true. Scientists, or a bunch of scientists, watched and researched sunflowers for long periods of time, and what they have discovered is that sunflowers typically always face the east. So if you go to a sunflower field, you will see they're all looking the same direction towards the east. And it has something to do with the scientific phrase. I have the phrase right here. It is called heliotropism. It's responsiveness to the sun. So in the early bud stage, the sunflower bud figures out where the sun is rising, and that's in the east, and it pretty much they all turn towards that way. So it's even before the actual sunflower shows up, the bud has turned that way. And in the bud state, in that state, the plant responds to the movement of the sun, so that by the time that flower's head is formed, all the sunflower plants are particularly facing the east by that time. So I thought that was kind of a unique scientific fact about sunflowers. But let's find out where they came from. So they were originally domesticated in Mexico about 2600 BC. And the earliest known fully domesticated sunflowers in the United States were found in Tennessee and are estimated to date back to 2300 BC. Several Native American tribes cultivated sunflowers, often planting them along the northern edges of their garden plots and using them to make bread, medicinal ointments, dyes, and body paints. So, it also states that Spanish explorers first came into contact with the sunflowers in the Americas in the early 1500s and took them back to Spain. And from Spain, the use of the sunflower seeds and oils spread throughout Europe. And the oil in particular became very popular in Russia. This was due at least in part to the fact that the Russian Orthodox Church accepted the use of the sunflower ointment oil during Lent, when animal fats were prohibited. So that's a little bit of history of the sunflower becoming domesticated. It started in Mexico and how it kind of traveled throughout. Let's see. It also states that in the past 20 years, the productions of sunflower seeds for human food has grown tremendously. Let's see. Today, about 85% of the northern American sunflower crop is grown in North and South Dakota and Minnesota. I didn't know that. Roasted sunflower seeds, either salted or unsalted, make a tasty nutritional snack. They can be used for sun butter. They now make it in a sun butter out of sunflower seeds. They ground it to make a coarse flour that's used to make bread. So we have sunflower seed flour, and they use it to make bread. In addition, sunflower seeds are also a valuable source of bird seed and feed for cow, pigs, and poultry. So it is used quite a lot. Sunflowers, the seeds that come out of the sunflower are used in oil, food, lots of things. And then just the flower itself is absolutely beautiful in arrangement, so do a lot with it. Sunflower oil that they use is the third largest source of vegetable oil in the world after soybean oil and palm oil. So here in the United States, sunflower oil is primarily used in salad dressing, cooking oil, and margarine. And it only accounts for 8% of our market, but in Europe and the former Soviet Union, they are one of the largest consumers of sunflower oil, using it not only for food, but also for manufacturing soap and detergents. So pretty interesting. Also, I found very interesting is that a non-food use for sunflower plants is it's called phytoremediation. The extraction of toxic elements such as lead, arsenic, and uranium from the soil. It also is used to help filter toxic substances and harmful bacteria from water. Sunflowers were used to remove radioactive material from ponds after the Chernobyl disaster, as well as the nuclear disaster in Fukushima. So the sunflower plants are used to help with cleaning up the environment. So, a few fun facts about sunflowers that I have. Sunflowers can grow 8 to 12 feet tall in 6 months. Wow. So, we're going to go to a sunflower field, so those flowers will be taller than me. Let's see, a sunflower, one broke the world's Guinness World Record holder, is the sunflower grown in Germany in 2012. It grew to be 27 feet tall. My goodness. It takes 90 to 100 days for a sunflower plant to mature. And then in the bud or the head of the sunflower, they estimate that it takes 1,000 to 2,000 sunflower seeds are in the bud after it dries and they get all of those shaken out. There's 1,000 to 2,000 individual florets in the bud of a sunflower. Let's see. There is the state in the United States that has the sunflower as their state flower is Kansas. And there's a few more. Let's see. There are over 60 different kinds of sunflowers. Let's see. The country that grows the most sunflowers would be this former Soviet Union. The sunflower is their national flower of the Ukraine. Then I didn't know this, but there are two different types of sunflower seeds. Black ones are the ones that are used for oil, and the striped ones are the ones that are used for snacking. So I never knew that. And then last but not least, the vitamins that are found in a sunflower seed are vitamin E, B12, and B5. So sunflower seeds, as we can see, are not only good for snacking, they're good for the environment. Their flowers are beautiful for arrangements. You can do a lot with sunflowers.